In the labyrinth of life, surrounded by people who come and go, it's easy to forget the true meaning of loyalty. But sometimes, amidst the chaos, we encounter individuals or even animals who teach us profound life lessons through their unwavering commitment and companionship. From a dog who waits at a bus stop for his owner for almost a year to a bamboo plant that takes 5 years to show its growth. These stories highlight the importance of loyalty and the rewards it brings. I'll start with the dog. A little over a year ago, this world lost a good man. Mike loved animals and nature. He lived in a house with a garden and a pond in the countryside and enjoyed peace there. But unfortunately, he had to move into a nursing home in his old age. His family couldn't take care of him anymore. Before leaving, he asked a friend to take care of his animals. But when they came to take the dog away, they saw that he didn't want to leave. The dog was very attached to the house and barked loudly, so they brought him back. However, one evening he managed to escape and was never seen again. Mike also passed away soon after. Meanwhile, people in the town noticed that a dog had been waiting at the bus stop every evening around 7 p.m. He always looked in the direction of the road, and when a car drove past, he got excited but was always disappointed. One day, someone recognized the dog and realized that it was Mike's dog, so they went to the store, bought him food, and called other people to come see this sad sight. All of them were moved by the dog's loyalty and the fact that he was still waiting for his owner. Everyone tried to adopt him, but he refused to leave the bus stop. People continued bringing him food until one day the dog didn't show up. They searched for him everywhere, but he was gone. The people in town built a statue in his memory, and now a new bus shelter stands in the place of the old one where the dog waited for his owner. This touching story reminds us that loyalty can be unwavering, and that sometimes our actions can have an impact beyond our own lives. Now let me tell you about the friend. Sarah always felt different. She could hear sounds inside her head, and writing or speaking felt like nails scratching on a chalkboard. When she started kindergarten, everyone heard her speaking to herself and made fun of her. They said she was weird and called her names. At first, it hurt her feelings, but then she just stopped talking altogether. No one knows how hard it is to live in silence if you've never experienced it. But luckily, there was one person who understood Sarah. It was her classmate Daniel. During recess, while other kids played tag or rode the slide, Daniel would sit with Sarah under a tree and talk. Of course, no one knew what they talked about since Sarah didn't speak out loud, but somehow Daniel seemed to understand everything. Over time, Sarah became comfortable sharing her thoughts with him and even started writing down her words. Together, they created a language only they understood. As they grew older, they faced new challenges, especially when bullies started calling Sarah names in class. Sometimes when she felt overwhelmed, she would run to the bathroom and lock herself inside. Once Daniel noticed that she hadn't come out for a long time, so he opened the door and asked her why she wasn't in class. Sarah explained that she couldn't handle it anymore, and Daniel replied, "You don't have to if you don't want to." He started visiting her more often and brought her notes from school. They kept making notes for each other until graduation. Many years later, Sarah overcame her shyness and started giving speeches around the country. Meanwhile, Daniel worked as a psychologist, helping children with mental health issues. One day, Sarah learned that Daniel was going to attend one of her speeches, and she was so happy. After all, he was the only one who knew how much courage it took for her to stand in front of an audience. During the event, Sarah noticed Daniel in the crowd and made eye contact with him. He smiled and gave her a thumbs up, which made her feel better. Finally, she could show everyone that she wasn't the shy girl from kindergarten anymore. Afterwards, Daniel approached her and said, "It was amazing. You did great, Sarah." Then he told her that he had taken notes during the speech to help other children. She laughed and replied, "No kidding, you're still doing that." Daniel admitted that their system of notes and pictures still helped them communicate faster. Sarah smiled and said, "I know you're right. It's the best way to talk without actually talking." This story shows that true friends understand each other without words, and that loyalty can last a lifetime. And finally, I will tell you about the bamboo lesson. There are many sayings about the power of patience, but none describe it better than when it comes to bamboo plants. It takes 5 years to grow tall. Nothing happens in the first 2 years after planting. In the 3rd year, small shoots appear, but not much else happens in the 4th year. Only in the 5th year does the bamboo suddenly grow 80 feet in just a few weeks. Many people ask why such a slow-growing plant exists. Is it worth growing for 5 years just to be able to use it for one project? Well, bamboo is strong and resilient. It can withstand strong winds and heavy loads, thanks to its extensive root system. In fact, during those 5 years, when the bamboo is growing roots, it's preparing itself for a future that may be longer or shorter. That's why bamboo forests are so dense. They know they'll be used only once, but they need to make sure they're ready for any scenario. It's the same in life. If we stay loyal to ourselves and what we believe in, we may not see immediate results, but we're building something strong and lasting. Even if our efforts are used only once, we'll be ready for anything. These plants are an excellent example of how loyalty to oneself and one's principles can pay off. It may not happen overnight, but in the end, it will be worth it. Now let me wrap up these stories with some final thoughts. Each of them teaches us something unique about loyalty. A dog, a friend, a plant, they all have one thing in common. They show us that loyalty is more than just words. It's a way of living. For Max, loyalty meant waiting for his owner at the bus stop every day, hoping that one day he would come back. For Sarah, Daniel's loyalty was being there for her, listening to her and understanding her without words. For the bamboo, loyalty meant spending 5 years growing roots, patiently waiting for the chance to grow tall. In our lives, we often face situations where we need to be patient and persistent. Sometimes, like Max, we hold on to hope even when things seem difficult. Other times, like Sarah, we find strength in friendship and understanding. And sometimes, like bamboo, we must trust that our efforts will pay off in the end. These stories remind us that loyalty is not just about grand gestures, but also about the small, quiet things we do every day. It's about being present, being patient, and showing love and support. Who are you loyal to? Maybe it's your family, friends, or a cause you believe in. Maybe it's a pet who greets you every day with enthusiasm, or a plant you care for. Maybe it's a dream that keeps you going, even when others doubt you. Think about it. Who has shown loyalty to you? Maybe it's a friend who always listens, a teacher who believes in you, or a pet who loves you unconditionally. Remember that loyalty is a precious gift. Nurture it, appreciate it, and be grateful for those who show it to you. It's these loyalties, big and small, that make life richer and more meaningful. Until next time, may your days be filled with loyalty, love, and understanding. Thank you for watching Heartbeam, where stories touch the soul. If this moved you, please subscribe, like, and share the video. And don't forget to explore more of our videos. Every story has the power to heal and inspire.